President Trump and Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese signing a joint minerals deal in an effort to curb dependence on China. President Trump floating possible action against the CCP ahead of his meeting with the dictator Xi Jinping in South Korea. We now go live to NTD's Mari Otsu, who's live at the White House. Good evening to you, Mari. So what can you tell us about the Australian Prime Minister's visit to the White House today?
Steve, good evening. President Trump and Prime Minister Albanese of Australia today signed a joint deal on rare earths in an effort to reduce the U.S.'s dependence on China. The deal involves the mining, processing, and exporting of rare earths from Australia to the U.S. Take a look.
We're doing a real job on rare earth and many other things.
China dominates the global rare earth supply chain, and as China imposes tougher export rules on its own critical minerals, President Trump says the U.S. is working with other nations to build a supply chain independent of China.
Part of this deal is very specific, $8.5 billion pipeline.
In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them. They'll be worth about $2.
And ahead of his expected meeting with Chinese Communist Party leader Xi Jinping in South Korea, President Trump restates his additional 100% tariff threat on China.
If we don't make a deal, I'm putting on an additional 100% on November 1st. They threatened us with rare earths, and I threatened them with tariffs.
Floats export restrictions.
I could also threaten them with many other things, like airplanes. They can't get parts for their airplanes. We build their airplanes.
And demands.
I want them to buy soybeans. They stopped buying our soybeans. China's going to buy soybeans. I want China to stop with the fentanyl. I don't want them to play the rare earth game with us.
Meanwhile, on Israel, while Israel and Hamas are accusing each other of violating the ceasefire, President Trump says a truce is still in place, but warns Hamas to, quote, be good or...
If they're not, we're going to go and we're going to eradicate them. They'll be eradicated, and they know that. And they did things that they shouldn't be doing. And if they keep doing it, then we're going to go in and straighten it out, and it'll happen very quickly and pretty violently.
This is as Vice President J.D. Vance is heading to Israel today to push for the second phase of the Gaza ceasefire. And President Trump again reiterates that there will be no U.S. boots on the ground in Gaza. Steve?
A lot of moving pieces there, Mari. We'll certainly be keeping an eye out for. Meantime, the CCP having a big meeting in Beijing with a lot of anticipation as to what might come next for the communist country. On another topic that's gone somewhat underreported, Mari, tell us about the recent FBI investigation concerning the president's safety.
Sure, Steve. So the FBI is now investigating a suspicious hunting stand that they found near where President Trump exits Air Force One in Florida, near Palm Beach International Airport. FBI Director Kash Patel describes the hunting stand as being, quote, elevated and within sight of the Air Force One landing zone. And on Sunday, President Trump boarded Air Force One using the small stairs due to increased security measures in the wake of this finding. This is coming just about a month after a Florida jury convicted Ryan Ruth of trying to assassinate President Trump on his West Palm Beach golf course last year. Steve, back to you.
Now, Mari, do you know if they've ruled out whether or not that stand could have been a Secret Service sniper's stand that, they know the president's there, on a frequent basis?
They haven't yet ruled that out, Steve, so I'll be keeping an eye on that. Back to you.
Thank you, Mari.